I have a wonderful electronic invention I want you to see. Let me turn on some light. Well, has this ever happened to you? You turn on a lamp, it flashes brightly and then goes out? Well, this problem has been solved. Meet Mr. Robert C. Wuerth, the gentleman with the new device that solves this problem. Mr. Wuerth, what is this big idea?
This is the Wuerth Tube-Saver, Mr. Bennett.
What's Wuerth Tube-Saver going to do for us?
The Wuerth Tube-Saver will increase the reliability of all vacuum tubes and electric light lamps.
How in the world does it do this, Mr. Wuerth?
It does this by cutting out the damaging surge currents that occur when you first lamps and in the vacuum tubes are cold before the current gets a chance to go in there and heat them up.
It's like receiving a punch. If you expect it to roll with it, doesn't hurt so much. Is that it?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
What's in this box, anyway?
The box contains 5 principal parts. The resistor, which absorbs the load, the relay, which cuts out the resistor after 5 to 10 seconds, the indicating lamp, which shows when the resistor is in the circuit, the line cord, which goes to your wall outlet, and the receptacle into which your television set is plugged.
Sounds simple enough. And this really is going to extend the life of vacuum tubes, then?
Yes, sir.
How much, for instance?
Well, independent laboratory tests prove that this unit will extend tube life an average of 3 light bulbs, which we use to simulate a television set. We have this simulated television set hooked up to a Wuerth Tube-Saver, and this knife switch here will close the circuit similar to what happens in your own television set when you turn the switch on.
Let's turn it on until
that are necessary to warm up the tube filaments and safely receive the full voltage.
And that's all it takes to save bulbs or vacuum tubes?
Yes, sir. That's all that's required.
Well, it certainly seems simple enough, I must say. Supposing you put this on my television set over here and see how it works there.
Yes.
Now, let's see exactly where Tube-Saver goes, Mr. Wuerth.
This cord from the Tube-Saver goes into the connection.
No, it's right in the circuit where it belongs.
All ready to go, yes, sir.
I understand the inside of a television set's a pretty complicated device.
Yes, sir, Mr. Bennett. The television chassis is a very complicated device containing many parts which can be saved by the action of the Tube-Saver.
Mr. Wuerth, what is a device like this going to sell for to the public, do you think?
This type of device will sell in the neighborhood, I would say, of around $7.95.
I see. Well, what can the big idea do for you now that you have Tube-Saver? You think it's worthy of the public's attention?
Well, most of anything we need now some financial help to promote this item.
Good luck to you, Mr. Wuerth.
Thank you, Mr. Bennett, and I want to thank you very much and the big idea for the